Hello, guys, I'm Jostra, and welcome to Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. This has been in my library for a while now. It was a gift from a fellow VTuber named Ragnar Kananger. Those who are familiar with my channel, you guys should be familiar with him, but those who are new, he's a VTuber friend of mine who streams over at Twitch. He has a habit of giving me games when it's either my birthday or some other occasion, even though I tell him it's fine. But from what I know, is that this is as the name suggests, it's a dating sim, right? So I'll try to voice act as best as I can, because I do want to become a voice person. I mean, voice actor is like, hello, relax. Oh yeah, thanks for the Kofi, even though you didn't need to. So, I'll voice act, but just a fair warning, I can't really do male voices. So, I'll try my best. Yeah, it's a dating sim. So, let's go! What is my name? Jastra. But let's see what this game has to offer. Like, I've been meaning to play a game that will let me practice my voice acting. Should I actually cough? You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the insides of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. Hey, be afraid. This is a Dead by Daylight stream, technically. I haven't played Dead by Daylight in a long time. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Who's giving us CPR? We'll see. Wait, because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. Wait. So, this is the stuff. Ocean. Should I voice act the ocean? An eternity if you catch my drift. Well, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Josra. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay then, as I was... Imagine Freddy... As I was saying... You look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Spoopy. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of black bile bugs, worms, and other ick. Fourth one, yep. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Now that I think about it, maybe I should have saved the stream for Halloween. Oh well. What should I do? I'll dig up the face. I'm curious. You brush the sand from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Huh, come on. There's no body, just this head. As you pick it up, Flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Get your hands dirty, I see. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. Close your eyes and take You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and you dispose it. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? I'll be responsible with my money. No thanks. Look, I'm gonna level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday. I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth. Can you just give it back? No. Psst. Be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Some of the art style kind of reminds me of Danganronpa. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. I'm only gonna do one route. I'm not gonna treat this like Katawa Sojo where I'm willing to do multiple routes. Speaking of which, I still need to reinstall that game because my computer reset. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. The Huntress. Okay, this is the buff lady. What voice should I give her? I was thinking of giving her my auto voice, but with an accent, but I can't really do an accent. A little help, please. I still need to play the Ace Attorney game. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. I know I can't do male voices, but I'll try my best to voice act the male characters. I'm just mentally preparing what voices I'm gonna give them. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-attended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Well, mine just dropped. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers, I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Okay, the trapper is this guy, so I'm gonna do my Christian Bale Batman, I guess, which really hurts my voice. Hello. Oh, that's painful. There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at the monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do you do? Okay, get back. You swing your foot and awkwardly strike the volleyball, setting it bouncing across the sand towards Huntress. How do I already know their name? It doesn't make it all the way. Everyone stares at you, silently observing your unsportsmanlike shame. They all look disappointed. They must be wondering, have you ever wait, have you ever even seen a volleyball before? That's surely what I'm wondering right now. It's not a soccer ball. Whoever made What a dork. I'm gonna keep... Yeah, I'm definitely not dating him because that voice hurts me. You feel so awkward that you can barely see straight, but through the haze of your embarrassment, you catch Wraith looking at you from the corner of your eye. Wraith is this one? Huntress jogs the rest of the way to grab the volleyball, and they all turn and head back to the court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. I played Dead by Daylight, I know what they are. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lift a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Jostra. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. Whoever made this needs a... Maybe, yeah. Like, this is a spin-off for... Do you guys know Dead by Daylight? Horror... Multiplayer horror... multiplayer horror survival game. I played it a couple of times on the channel. Trapper with no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Okay, you derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Oh no, Wraith is the other guy. This is the spirit. What voice should I give her? Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. It hurts my throat so bad. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean... Oh crap. You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? It really hurts my voice. So Wraith is the other guy. What voice should I give him? I'll just do my best Dante impression, because he seems like a Dante person. That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that, or he saw a butterfly or something. Probably not Dante. I'll just try to sound like a cool guy, I guess. Just kidding. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. So there's a good ending and a bad ending. I see. Hey, Jazra, you might want to, you know, say something? Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a time quiz, and it will be very important later. Oh no! Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? I'll just say average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Okay, how am I gonna do this voice? Because I can't really do a Dante, right? If you could have a superpower, what would it be? Flight is convenient. But invisibility is also pretty convenient. Invisibility? Same, although sometimes I think I already am. What? What? I already forgot her voice. What was your best subject in school? I was actually pretty good at history. History? Nice. It's important to know what came before, so that we are not doomed to repeat humanity's mistake. I mean, we will anyways, but still. I don't know who that is. What's your favorite animal? I have no idea what that is. Crap, don't make me choose between these two. I mean, I have 2 dogs, so... Dog? You'd look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. What's your favorite color? I like blue. Blue. Blue... Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. What's your dream job? I have no idea why that's an option. Astronaut sounds cool, but... I'll just say astronaut. It'd be pretty amazing to be an astronaut, I think. It's hard to imagine being further away from anyone than floating in space. A cold, inky vastness of nothing forever. Best flavor of ice cream. Vanilla. I like vanilla. Like, chocolate is good, but vanilla's my go-to. Vanilla? My favorite flavor is plain. I was gonna say I wanted to be streamer, but it is what it is. When the other's gonna show up, I don't know. Same. Same here. Mine is vanilla. Swirled with pain. Did she say plain or pain? I think mint chip is the greatest flavor I ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream. Am I right? Am I right? Darn it, I read that wrong. Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before you go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick chocolate mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal, kill or be killed is the rule of this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me what's the best flavor of ice cream? The best flavor is vanilla. You got reading comprehension? You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you, mint chip was where it's at. I mean, it's alright, but vanilla is still my go-to. Mint chip is my sister's favorite. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right, I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't forget it. You say you like mint chip, Now try it again. Tell me, what is the best flavor of ice cream? The best flavor is vanilla. A rebel, eh? Not in my dating sim. You have to understand, it feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. I actually got a genuine game over from that. Okay, I'm just gonna skip. Okay, I just need to remember my answers from last time. Average. Invisibility. History. Dog. Blue. Astronaut. Vanilla. Okay, here we are. The best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. Oh boy. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. So every choice... Yeah. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like anyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate. You know. Based on personal observation, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take a part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Society. Yeah, I kinda understand Spirit. Oh wait. Oh no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let those bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog buddy. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak to me. I also hate it. I'm probably gonna forget their voices the next time I play this game. Stop speaking entirely, actually. Did I accidentally give her the same voice as Huntress? Anyways, for the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with a meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give anyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. That way, it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our game of volleyball? Wait, sorry, I read that wrong. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We get to exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you... are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out. Wait, I misread that. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Okay, so we'll go with the spirit. So this is the volleyball game. This is the yacht. Is this a lounge? I'll save here. I can't save. Oh, it is the lounge. It'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. To kick up your feet, look out over the ocean, and relax on your own terms. Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink at a hot day? It's the best. I mean, what kind of fool would... Wait. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Of course Spiral likes Spirit. Anyone but Trapper. No one likes the Batman voice. Am I the only one in here who gets it? It's time to stop living by the rules. Their rules. I won't do it any longer. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. Okay, how am I gonna voice act these guys? I mean, they're not the dateable options. Hold on. For just 1 second. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Put them on the hooks. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors, with a capital S. Yes, they are definitely the sole survivors of the interview. These two have worked here a long time, So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Can I save? Boop. Boop. Close. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. What? We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The thing is, if I read too fast, my brain autocorrects what the writing says, which is a bad habit. The most you could do is help us get off this Dwight. Or was it Dwight? Dwight. Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator? Yes? Something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no, 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 no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Huh. Good to know our protagonist isn't a dumbass. Like me. Oh, right, that. Yes, that's true. He was. But he just meant that he wants to get out of... He just wants to get out to other vacation island the other ways. Okay, my brain autocorrected, but it's fine. A couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes from a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity on this island. Your decisions matter, mostly, when I agree with them. Not like the other island. So, what will it be? Finally, finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. I think I changed her voice by accident. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting on any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap. And when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island. But it turns out I'm not the first to toss those kind of threats around on this island. So, thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. Are we threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight who takes a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he lets out a loud whisper. Please just make it quick. is what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams. Hilarious, right? Right, Dwight? Yes. Yeah, right. So, what will you be having? I don't drink, so I don't really know these. This one looks good. Something fruity, but refreshing. Hold the coconut rum. Sangria, maybe? If that's how you say it. My pleasure. That sounds nice. We used to make drinks like that back home. Well, not we exactly. I watched everyone drink a drink like that once. They looked happy. Now's your chance to be one with the drink. What do you say? This is some sort of juice for a child. Are there children hiding about? No, it's for adults. The kind you like, you know, tropical fun. Who like tropical fun? Oh, I see. Huntress really seemed to perk up at the idea of kids being around, and is bummed to hear there aren't any. But I'm quite glad it's just grown-ups on this island. Personally, little ones should definitely not be exposed to this. Not my cup of tea, but okay, sure. We can still use it for a toast, yeah? To new adventures. To new friends. To, Clink. Did you just say Clink? No. Since we fulfilled your request, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time. I swear, had I known they'd pull this kind of flux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar. You don't think it would be kind of fun? A little fun. Never mind, I hate it. This sucks. But it could be fine. But whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat. If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd. Methinks asserted someone don't protest too much. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cold fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books, novels, comics, fiction or none. Reading is the only real escape from inescapable horror of life, the escape into your own mind. She is kinda relatable. I mean, I'm not dead, but yeah, she's kinda relatable. A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Considering the situation we're in... Wait, I have to make sure I don't switch over to quote-unquote Huntress's voice. Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you. Jastra, what's your desert island book? The one book you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be classic horror. For reasons that should be obvious. She means because this is an island of horror villains. And also those books are all in the public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? I like Dracula. Yeah, I'll go with Dracula. Dracula? Wait, Dracula is one classic that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger, only to learn later on that they're an immortal villain. Wait, did I read that in the right voice? Yeah, I read that in the wrong voice. Never mind. It's downright thrilling. Yeah, I am a dumbass. It's fine. Is there a way to check the logs? Or is it? Nope. Well, I guess, but I was going to say that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he poses, you can't help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents. Same here. So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone. Who did they think would buy into that? If you're going to be trapped in the nightmare that is undead life eternal, which I know a little something about, you could do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire. I feel like Spirit would hate Twilight. I mean, I make fun of Twilight because of I watched the movie and I was like, wow, this thing is cringy. And enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask covered eye. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. The Trickster! What voice should I give him? I know he's not one of the dateable options, so I don't really need to give him a voice. Trickster! Great idea! Trickster, isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who's asking. I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello, and who is this new fan in the waiting? A Virgil voice? I can't really do a Virgil voice. Beat it, hack. I don't know, what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle of our game for a game? I can't do Jester. Scum. Okay. Go ahead, no one's stopping you, buddy. Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea. Well, while also teasing the secret Trickster ending. I've got much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap spit. That is. Let's be clear, this isn't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. I'm gonna save here. Rule of life, always save when you have a chance. All makeouts will happen out of view of the public eye, like romantic like. Yes, romance is the goal. So we'll be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen in and use your imaginations while you make out on the other side of the barn, but not watching. Like adults, romantic, well-adjusted adults. I mean, I'm aromantic, so I don't know anything about love. Jostra, you're up. You grip the bottle in your hand and put fate in the hands of the empty bottle gods. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. So I need to time it. Love is what you give to your enemy. Okay, I don't know about love, but I don't think that's the right answer. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame. Perfect for the less coordinated, because there is no winning or losing. So this dating sim has minigames, so it's not just an ordinary dating sim. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. Okay, because you guys want to date the spirit, I'll make sure I get the spirit. If it doesn't stop where you want it, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat that? Okay. I'm ready. It lands it. Ready. Okay. Away we go. Spin the bottle and see who you're gonna smooch. No! I actually got Trapper. Okay. There we go. You got spirit. You two are meant to be. I like how you guys have like... You guys have someone you want to go for, which is spirit, and someone you guys are against, Trapper. Psych. You have to actually... You actually spin multiple times to get your result. First to get to 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the bottle on this island. Okay. So we need to spin spirit 3 times. So we got her once. Now we have to try get her again. So we're not here multiple times, I'll try to. I'm just trying to please you guys. I mean, I somewhat agree with you. I don't want to date Trapper because that voice hurts my throat. Okay. 2. You got spirit. Okay. We're really doing this. Scum. Yeah, we're getting... I got an achievement for that. Spin. Hello, Luna. How are you? Chat wants me to get Spirit. I already got her twice, so I need to try get her a third time. That's Wraith? That was dead in the middle. Okay, we're gonna be here forever. That's 3 for... Hello there. I'm trying to please chat by making sure I get Spirit. Just standing in the fire. That was dead in the middle. How dare you, game? The game wants me to give it. Okay, okay. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. You wanna kiss Groot? Every time it's in the middle, it's Wraith. Wraith this, Wraith that. Why don't you Wraith these? I'm kidding. Okay. What? Every time it's dead in the middle. Is this game sexist? Yeah. Trap! That was... Let's go gambling! There we go. You got Spirit. I got an achievement. Okay, what was her voice again? I already forgot her voice. Ooh! Just this morning, you were waking up on a strange beach, surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel at Spirit, lust in her eyes, sweat glistening on her skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Spirit takes you by the hand, and you sit face to face at the private section of the bar. All I know is ghost looking girl. And chat wants me to go with ghost girl. She begins to reach for you, putting her hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way she is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross her out so completely that she'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Spirit, we... I'll save just in case I mess this up, because I don't want... I have some bad news for you. I have something in my teeth. I have something in my teeth, don't I? I think it might be seaweed. I have no idea how long I was in the ocean. No, well, maybe. But that's not what I was going to say. It's not happening. Not now. Maybe not ever. If they think I'm going to make out with some stranger just because a bottle told me to, they've got another thing coming. And so do you, namely a katana in your heart. If you ever try to make a moves under such absurd circumstances. I wasn't gonna... Yeah, I know. You seem pretty harmless, and not at all that bad to kiss, if I were interested, which I'm not at this moment in time. Are we going to tell them we kissed? We are, but I'm not above lying to get what I want. So that thing about me being not that bad to kiss, was that a lie? Was that a lie to get me to play along? If you want to know the truth, figure it out for yourself. But don't expect this life to just hand you gifts like me. All I was ever handed was pain and suffering. Yep, not gonna lie, Hunter's hell fun. Treat me well, and I'll return the favor. Otherwise, try a different route and see what happens. I hate to break up such a passionate moment that we can only assume was passionate because we'd never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. But dinner's being served right away, and we must insist you join us. We would be honored if you would join us. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Sorry. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation, when there are so many interesting ways to die from. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. Wait, you were expecting what? Capture the flag? You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. Claudia, or whatever her name was, and I mean, yeah, I feel it in their vibe. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Is it just me, or he kind of reminds me of Lancelot from Fate? Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised? Well, yeah. They don't call him expected, sir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole schlick gets a little frustrated. Claudette. Hey there. You're looking good, Jazra. Real good. I'm just doing my best Virgil impression, which is probably horrible. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think it has an error. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can't sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. This game is really trying to get you into the mood, huh? Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's dinner was prepared slowly and carefully, with both love and hate, for 12 hours over a spit. Everyone there could easily pick me up. like hook up? Pun intended. Or, like literally pick you up. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices, and we constantly diverge. My favorite. Oh, my voice. Meat is good. Same. I'm like 158 centimeters or 5'2". Meat is murder. Which, you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. This is why we're not choosing Trapper. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey Josra, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gotta be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took us 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Depends. I mean, I'm not exactly muscular, but I did go to the gym. Mostly for fun. Also, I weigh like, I weigh 43 kilos, which is roughly like 90 pounds, I think. Well, 42, 43. Actually, there's only one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow. He's right for a change, because I'm with my brooding axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twine. First, who says twine? Sometimes I swear it's like you're all from completely different historical eras. His voice is hurting my throat. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. Yeah, that's my best masculine voice, I guess. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show... I have to make sure I'm not doing the same voice for the spirit and the huntress. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please, stop, please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the eye of Azurov? Azurov? Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey Joshua, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean, dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapon for 72 hours straight. Wait, 72 straight hours. My brain autocorrected. It doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon. All while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. We hated it when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames consist of 2 parts. Okay, this is the same. Okay. A spacebar. Okay, let's save it here so we don't fail. Because I feel like this is a failing one. Ready. I just... Save scumming. I'll save here so we don't have to go through that again. Perfect. Pfft, not bad. Okay, I could get on the red line. Not bad. I should be saving each time. Not bad. But you missed completely. Oh. That was pretty that was pretty good. I'd like to see what you can do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. So I did it enough times I impressed Spirit. Hope you guys are happy. That sounds especially coming from the mask killers while they eat. Which involves lifting their mask and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean... Oh. Wait, I forgot the voice I gave the ocean. Oh, come on. You're still trying to be mysterious here? You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their mask. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mush stuff through there. Spirit, are you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Jastra. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. If I ever wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. Well said, Spirit. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Actually, it's not the food or the company. I'm just super self-conscious about how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner, so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross. But try to relax and not worry what everyone thinks. It's so important to always remember people are watching you, judging you. Definitely not ignoring you, right guys? Right? Guys? Is anyone listening to me? Huh. How was it? Typically, a group that includes one if not more cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now, you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice. I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it. I don't know if this stream could go for 3 hours, because dating sims tend to be really short. But unlike Karawa Sojo, I don't feel like I should do the other routes. I'll just do one route and that's about it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Maybe I'll try to get the good and bad ending for Spirit. If that's how this game works, maybe I'll ask my friend Ragnar after the stream. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having a fast forward back to where you are. Am I right? Where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. I'll think about it. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. Am I giving the ocean and the spirit the same voice? I mean, I'm technically just one person, so I can't really like make myself sound too different. I mean, I could have used my Uwu voice, but I don't think it suits this game. Like, can you hear this as scary? I mean, besides cringe. Hello, I am spooky, Uwu. I am very scary. Oh, I will hug you. See, it's not scary. It's not scary at all. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. You wake up to find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cold water into your mouth. I said I'll think about it. You don't you just love the night? Wait, don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant, and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge. Sorry, good, but ooh. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Fun fact, my hair in real life is actually pretty close to Spirit's hair. I have like dark hair, but I have blue tones in it because I dyed it. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? Okay, I should have saved. Maybe it's Spirit's words, maybe it's the ocean, or maybe it has always been this way. But you suddenly feel connected to Spirit's words. I may not remember much about my life before, but there's one thing I know to be true. I've always been alone. And I always will be alone. Spirit has turned from looking at the ocean and is looking directly at you now. It's a funny idea, isn't it? Being alone. Together. The best we can hope for. Maybe. Or maybe it's too much to hope. Wait, should I sound more sad? Or maybe it's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible to pretend we know anything. Is that just ignorance? I was so dumb. I was so dumb. So busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I don't take care of myself. And now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a bit silly, but Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. Dragon? I'm a dragon. Well, lore-wise, I'm half dragon, half demon, but that's besides the point. I am not Spirit. I'll just tell you that I am not Spirit. I mean, I do have a replica katana for cosplays, but that's not the point. There's a spirit that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. Wait, you're just gonna do Spirit, then leave her? What do you mean? What? You're not stupid. That sounds badass. Right? But I didn't let it out. And then I, chop chop. And now the dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge piece. Gotta let it out, gotta let it out. Gotta let it out, gotta let it out. But enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger? Okay, I feel like... What's the right choice? Should I be dark and brooding? I think that was the right choice for me. No dragon, just fire. A raging inferno, in fact, begging to burn this whole place down if I let it out. Maybe I am the dragon. Okay, that was not the right choice. I mean, this was my first choice, but I thought this was the right choice, but... I'd kill to have a dragon. Maybe not the best choice of words. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome. Honestly, though, I don't feel like I've got anything inside me at all. Just darkness. Never-ending darkness. And here I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on the island until you arrived. Fun fact, back in high school, people thought I was goth. I'm not goth. I'm not goth. Yep, my first choice was right. Like, that was my instinct. I mean, I kind of relate to it. There's nothing but darkness inside me. But I thought the fire was right because fire complements dragon, but that was the wrong choice. Perhaps I can light a torch and search through that darkness. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. All you find is Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's event. Part of this evening's activities. I should stop letting my brain autocorrect. They're strictly slotted for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go! I'll save here. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly made an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not gonna say who, so don't worry. You hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head off. Wait, I can't afford to stutter with him because I have to redo it. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out? Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. It really it is really fair to pick on the newbie. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule? Even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time. Who's Donald? Holy Spirit, we're... So help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood. Cynthia, Foss and Moss are back on. You two would love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Whoever knows any names, not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Jostra, who do you think should go? Damn it, that's a name. I'll say just in case this is another... Spin the bottle. Please, pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Okay, just pick. I choose you, Spirit. Whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Funny how I was just talking about Pokemon, last stream, how I should play it. And now this. Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Oh, don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me. And I literally put a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and... Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. Pudding. She is relatable. She is really relatable. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice the Hunters and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hoda, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing anything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box, strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if conjured by magic. But that was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her body to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. "Help me!" cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, I forgot. By now, it was if every detective in the city was there, looking this strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I mean, it's a type C, right? So it should work. I don't know what happened. I woke up, and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hoda comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling on the ground. Wait, no, she's crying. I need to be sad. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hoda was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her, like it had never had before. "Don't let me die in here," the man begged. "Don't let me die alone." Oh. "Stay calm," instructed Detective Hoda. "You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story." Looking through the narrowest of passageways. Wait, she said again. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hoda watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together they wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. "Promise?" asked the man. "Promise that I'm not alone?" "Yes," she promised. "I do." A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she never had before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, the man's eyes closed and backed away. It didn't scare Detective Hoda, for she knew he would return. And he did, pressing his lips up to the narrowest slit in this horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, "Promise that I'm not alone?" "Yes," she promised, "I do," and pressed her palms against the cold outside of the box. Without truly knowing why, Detective Hoda leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure. allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact that the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. "Thank you," said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. "Get back!" yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hada and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a covey of whirling gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hada gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. Wait, Splatoon. I should get that game. I heard it's interesting. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hoda had to think of him in that moment to survive. The collection of segments, limbs, pieces disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. The spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue, tears falling from her chin and soaked into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her, you who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. I'm gonna save. Well, at least now I'm used to her voice because of that story. This game was supposed to be light-hearted romp. Please, I said do something. Say nothing and hug her? Do you guys want me to hug her? I'll hug her. I saved, so it's fine. You stand up and without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctively, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward moment, and you fall over into the fire. Did I just die? Did I just die? I fell into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone just watched this truly strange interaction. from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split for a little bit, so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping across the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? I swear I've changed his voice. He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these gappies all day, but I want to hear something from a big fish. But I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you. Wait, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I can feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at the piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day. Even when you're a god. I mean, a narrator. You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tubs with the spirit? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump you from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Deep inhale. What do you think of my storytelling? I mean, the spirit storytelling. It's giving me ideas for an ASMR script, actually. I just want... Ho ho. I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically. Not any otherly. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story. Oh yeah, oh, I like the detail that she has, red spider lilies on her, hat. I forgot what they symbolize, because they were in a lot of anime, like Tokyo Ghoul. I think they're supposed to simplify... You know what, I'm not gonna say anything, because I could be wrong. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue. Your lips are blue. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find. Revenge. Okay, so similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Also, me sharing similarities with Spirit is also a coincidence. I mean, I probably can't pull off her outfit if I try to cosplay it. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my vein. Or, well, maybe it was congratulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You've gotta figure out that gotta figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. It's because they have two dats, so I got confused. I was trying to stop my brain from autocorrecting. The truth is, I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it. I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep. When I was a little girl. Wait, she's crying. I need to reread it. I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep, while I was a little girl. Years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Who says I believe in anything? And for that matter, who even cares what I think? Our beliefs are our business, no one else's. Well, I'll be. That's a strong take. You've got to cultivate your garden. I just admire you, Jostra. The fact Hooked on You crossed with Hooked on You is Dead by Daylight. It's a spin-off. Apparently after this game was released, they released skins for the Spirit and the other characters, if I remember correctly. Ragnar was hyped up about it. You're not offering up your thoughts or opinions simply to feed the curiosity of others, like some of the more desperate residents of our little paradise. Good for you, I say. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, please trust me, I do know everything. I don't already know the answer to my own question, but if I believe your answer to if I believe your answer to Spirit's question? Whoa. Oceanair got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be wanting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the... Damn it, got me going again. As this thing... I don't think so. I think for this spin-off they only did Dead by Daylight exclusive killers. Also, hello. Long time no see. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain to something standing before you with a fresh towel, ready to dry you off. Sorry, kids. But it's time for bed. Yeah. I noticed this with a lot of my visual novel streams, that in the beginning of the stream, I'm alright with reading, but towards the middle to the end of the stream, my brain starts dying. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped in a fresh, clean towel. I mean, at least my brain didn't turn off for most of the story. Because I would have felt bad if I screwed up most of Spirit's story. But I was into it. Like, I felt like I was possessed when I was reading Spirit's story. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. You head over to the campfire that he is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story, about the prisoner in a puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life? Or is it already been taken from you, and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. Uh-oh. Creepy music. Creepy music. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're not going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Spirit, say us the grace. Oh, it's an Armenia game. Darn, I should have saved. Okay, I'll save here. Ready. Here we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to buzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. So you need to try to get the lowest number. Pfft. Oh wait, never mind, it's a station. Let's see what's on this station. No matter how many times you listen to it, you can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you, until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Spirit time! Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. She gave us a gift. She gave us a gift, guys. She gave us a gift. We're winning. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb, carved from bamboo. I kind of do that too. If I can't fall asleep, I just brush my hair, even though my hair is kind of messy and tangled up. Yes, if I'm not streaming or doing something in the kitchen, I'm just laying on my bed, rolling around so my hair gets tangled. I guess you can hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back though, and if you lose it, well... You'll get your revenge on me? If it's the last thing I do. Relatable. Very relatable. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that, even amnesiac video game protagonists. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you'd like. You'll never get to 100%, you hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. What? Wait, are we up to something? You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. Oh man, my voice. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. You should know, they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is completely honest and trustworthy. I mean, Spirit told us she likes to lie, so... I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. Well, since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. One, I do not take rejection well. Two, the first thing is very important to remember. Do I still sound like that man? I'm sorry. I feel like I'm starting to sound like an off-brand Marge Simpson. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I'm an easy guy to spend time with. I mean, he's technically the one on the cover for the game, so... That'll make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of these scum live like rats. They won't know a good time if I bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. He wants us to spend time with him tomorrow, but I'm gonna be stubborn and make you guys happy and go with the spirit. Also, I don't want to hurt my throat. I still have to stream Devil May Cry tomorrow. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you? Remember what I said earlier? Or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep. Well, if you can. Just try not to roll over to about 15 feet to your left. Finally. For real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Again. Hopefully, you're not poisoned. I'll make a save. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh geez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. Can you... Oh, I forgot her voice. She doesn't speak much. Can you blame me for not getting along with others? I mean, I haven't had a real conversation with anyone ever since I was a child. I take the fact that I hadn't slaughtered a newcomer for their meat yet as a win. Maybe better to save on a new slot if he really comes after us. Okay. They look pretty tasty though. So who knows what'll happen tomorrow. Hey Dwight, do we have Paragon on this island? Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you could use it. I am a master of self-control. And right now, I'm using all the self-control I can muster. Because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it. Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell him though. I want to lead them on a little more. It'll make it that much more better for me. That much better for me when they're screaming. Yeah, he really wants to be playing nice so he could trap us. He is called Trapper after all. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in anything that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm going to get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Still alive, survived your first day. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. Not a cloud in the sky. Not a cloud in the sky. Not a cloud in the sky. Yes, our queen. We will help you kill. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. Wait! It automatically skipped. I only pressed it once. At least, they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe. to start this incredible day off right. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his youthful demeanor, though. He's literally called Trickster. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Nope, I studied music for university, and I am not a morning person. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. The only regret is that I won't be a big part of it. I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the never mind, he left. Ostra. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... Wait, don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good at a skateboard. No, they call him Trickster because he could easily dodge stuff. Trickster. Royal Guard. Sword Master. Gunslinger. Sword. Trick. Sword. Trick. Gun. Sword. Trick. Sorry. And he definitely didn't get the name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. It's supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. Everything leads back to DMC. I mean... Spirit has a katana. And she's blue! I'm kidding. And please, make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me. I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, hold on a second. How did a possible, omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator basically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor doesn't recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me, and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror, you could still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, thumbs up review. If it was crafted with love and/or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, I mean vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from the poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, you should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Jostra. Maybe I should have just called myself Jaws so everyone's not saying up my full name. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? I'll just say it's been entertaining. How else could I describe my stay on this island besides really entertaining? Wow, 10 stars, here we come! Can someone remind me to skip this section next time? Nope. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? No, I will. I'll just say no. I like my free will. No, I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, Josdra, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey, Josdra, it's still cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review. Please, we know that nobody reads negative reviews of games resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have got into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and... So much for maintaining these beach buds. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspecting, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Oh, please, I don't... Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you make me any angrier today than you did yesterday. But I hope you do. I really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Ha, just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was a bit... that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast... nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. This this island is treacherous. I didn't know the newcomer... I don't know what the newcomer thinks that they are doing here, but certainly it isn't helping any of us. It's just... I'm just a little cold, I guess. I mean, I am bundled up, but I should be fine. Whoa, Huntress pretends to be all independent, but is secretly kind of miffed that you and her aren't getting along. Wait, aren't getting along? Well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. Something's not right. Did anyone else feel especially cold last night? Not in the technically dead sense, but I don't know, some other sense. It's like, for the first time in a long time, I felt the sun yesterday, and it went, and then it went away. I didn't like it. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun. That would be weird. But like a good amount of fun. A good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, a power play. Keep on wanting more. You're getting good at this game. I mean, sexy, true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. They really don't want you to eat in this game. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. Do you hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, I'm gonna save here. Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I must be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers. But it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. 4 fine killers, eh? Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh yes, that's it, yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. Oh no. What are they doing? I swear, I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know we're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand Santan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Oh come on, a little privacy please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know that I was here. And that I could hear you. Well, you know. Know what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun. Oh my. You think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Whoops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. Oh, they can't die. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed from, and I believe that place is our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you even think we were me and him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. We get it. They get it. I mean, that's how you could die in Dead by Daylight. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all of our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Jostra. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both tragedy and comedy. Tragedy. Tragedy? What? Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was in short a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. But you've decided... Wait. Yeah. But you're dedicated to achieving a truth-centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit. Just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tip, like his palm tree, is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all, it's... Hey babe! Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever. Breakfast is dumb. So no one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermediate fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Not that impressive. Maybe you could see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island? Where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I can give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. Not really. And that blow-up bat. Trending but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And you're not best friends. Just because we had... And we're not... Wait, yo. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that... Wait, there's two that... Okay, now that that guy is gone, and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. You should get out of here. I know a place that brings a lot of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it. So, we won't be bothered there. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot. But I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way that I do. Not like those other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them. And I'll get my father too. And I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary and more than a little hot if you get turned on by menacing. Do you guys get turned on by menacing? Look, all this time on Murderer's Island has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I'd suggest you do the same. We can fix it. We've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance. But you've also seen that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you decide if you want to go off with Spirit, the Wraith interjects. Honestly, Spirit's great. She's the only one around here that doesn't get on my nerves. I guess you've got good taste, but I don't know. We could hang out and I could show you some cool stuff if you want. Forget I said anything. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly, because you can go on one-on-one on one day today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always getting to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Not even a yeah. But then die a horrible, retching, withering death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. The thing is, lemons are actually man-made. It was bred through citron and bitter orange, if I remember correctly. So life technically didn't give us lemons because lemons were artificially made. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So, who would be? I gotta go with Spirit. You made the correct decision, but know this. You just picked me. Just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog. Understand? Well, of course You've got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before. Literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form. Feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any that macho trapper crap. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it's too late to change your answer now. Oh. I got an achievement for choosing Spirit. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the black lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. This is another relatable thing I have. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Oh, that's my answer. Like, every time someone asks me for my favorite color, I say blue, and then when I ask them for their favorite color, they say black or white, and I tell them black and white aren't colors, they're tones. Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Like me. Nature harbors a vacuum. You're not sure if that's a good thing, or a bad thing. The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tune. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere She goes blend. She goes blend. She goes blends perfectly. Oh wait, the I'm getting a brain fart. I am getting a brain fart. The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit wherever she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. There we go. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying. A spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Wait! I think they purposely did that. The light and sound recede and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and then pats it gently. Clearly she wants your company, so you oblige. Boop. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get in a little hands-on action? What else could it be? It's a good thing I saved. Thanks, I forgot to bring my own. I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem. I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? You see a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. Thing is, if you're new to the channel, I have mentioned in my Vampire the Masquerade streams that for some reason I don't produce a lot of body heat. Like normally in winter my hands are so cold that when I try to carry my dogs, they start crying. So I feel kinship with Spirit. And it's weird that you're simping for her. You watch as Spirit applies sunscreen to herself in the most unique way, by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. Darn it, I should have saved. The fact that your hands just float out around you like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. Damn it. Okay, I'm loading. We screwed up. I'll save here. Because I want you guys to experience the true, like, I don't know the ending of the game, I should ask Ragnar. We'll ask her. So, if you don't mind, what's the deal with all those shards of glass sticking out of all over your body? Oh, that's the right answer. You really want to know? You're not creeped out by them? You're not creeped out, just nervous because you know the answer might be very personal, but she's a person you want to get to know. Cold hands, warm heart. I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. That's creepily my way of thinking. Like, death is a release. Like, you could suffer so much in life, but death is a release. Don't think about it. Don't think about it too much. But then people will start missing you. So if you need to, get some help. Or I'm here, I'll be a band-aid. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all of these bits of glass that are stuck on my flesh out right now, if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me, and what the world did to him. I just realized she's playing the stereotypical quote-unquote goth. She's dressed in black, she talks about society, and she has daddy issues. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did at the end. The way that fear and anger filled up... Wait. I can't breathe for a moment there, because my nose was blocked. The way the fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me. It's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was. I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Jostra. Save here, because we're doing a good job. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing. In life, in love, this world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I can use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contort into such vengeful poses. It really does a number on my joints. It rubs lotion on its skin. Oh no. Oh no. Not bad. Not bad. I'll save here, because I don't want to screw up. Not bad. Scum. Wait. I didn't press it. I didn't press it. Okay. Perfect. It's reminding me of the generator. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so far so good. Well, I suppose that the lotion made it to where it was supposed to be going, eventually. And you aren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing things, though, just to get them done. Wait, I read that wrong. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do it even better. You look up at the lighthouse. It's ominous, dark form hovering over this moment between Spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Ghost ship. It reminds me of that episode of SpongeBob. I mean, multiple episodes of SpongeBob because the ghost was kind of a recurring character. From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows. It glows, itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens toward the shore. Before crashing onto the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. I'll save here. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh right, it does that sometimes too. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Wait a minute. The ocean is quiet again, except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whatever they are, you're half sure you saw one of those skull and crossbone flags, aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He has emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to wake up your date or something. I came here for that. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching onto me. Spirit looks annoyed. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates, or that mermaid I saw washed up on the shore that one time. Ill. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to beautiful. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. The basics, anyhow. If you come with me, I can... You can get cut. Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple of buttons off Wraith's tropical shirt. I don't see buttons. It takes the hit and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way. You'll see. Alone at last, tension broken. Deathly moans quiet, and Wraith vanished back to wherever he hangs out. You scoot closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp fog that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Save here just in case. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you take a peek at the bathing suit underneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she puts a lot of work into into getting into that suit. It's got stress for days. Like my maid outfit, I guess. But that's here nor there. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt whatever you're doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they're bumping into much. Looking respectful. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach, where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the hosts. There's 2 of you, can't you just split the load? Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? When you arrive at the beach, you realize you are set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute, there's no announcement here. But there is! Amy! You got you got mud in your ears, friend. I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am. And so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it. Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had. I don't know how long because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. Wraith was Batman all along. I'm trying to make her sound whispery and angry, but I think it's leaning to Batman, I guess. It's not me messing things up. Like, I keep trying to tell you, it's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here? Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight. Even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks. Oh, hide? I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine and what do you call that? It's basically cloaking. And all you know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Wait, you said Wraith. Never mind. I'll save here. I'm getting confused because spirit and wraith technically means the same thing, right? Folks. You cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum trend. Militia. Wait, Minita? If there ever was such a thing. Not that you know about that either. It sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. Save time. Ahem. I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose... We all know! When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. I know what it's like to have glass shards embedded into you. I'm not gonna go into detail about it. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day? No wonder you're so skinny. All that second-guessing yourself just burn a lot of calorie. No offense taken. Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenge to wait. Wraith is a trace of or wisp of something. Spirit is the soul. Huh. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too. Would I have died if I chose Wraith? Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place, and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. It is just a small sapling, but it has begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. A spirit steps up to the tree. A cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading through the air around both of you. The both of you. Here we are, typical dating sim. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. I've been to a lot of cherry blossom festivals. They're pretty. They also smell really, really good. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. Quickly they die and fade away, and for this reason, they are also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile morality. They're probably all yandere, so indefinitely. Yeah, it won't. No, I'm just realizing she could move her limbs freely. She talks about society, and she's seeing nature as nature. Is she just Monsoon from Metal Gear Rising? Let's save here. In a way, it's the specter of blooming death that calls attention to this special moment, to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Jostra? Let's save here. The memes. Spirit's question isn't easy to answer. You want to impress her, but you also want to be true to yourself. The entire range of human experiences stretch out before you, and you feel paralyzed by different options available to you in this moment. And that's okay. It wasn't a simple question, with a simple answer. Who knows if Spirit herself even has an answer in mind? I just chose the answer that I'd answer in real life. It might be wrong, we'll see. However, it occurs to you, like the fallen blossoms wilting at your feet, this chance at connecting with the beautiful person in front of you might be fleeting. It's because there is death that we appreciate life. Yeah. Because end is the end of all things, right? Like I said earlier, death is a release. But it's an inevitable release. That's why you have to enjoy the time you have. That's like what Sonic said in Sonic the Black Knight. All things have its end, but that's why you live life to the fullest. I don't remember the exact quote, that's like years ago. Is one of these answers the better option, the better choice, or do you remain unsure? If only we could save scum in real life. With cherry blossoms floating between you and Spirit, you look at her and... I tried to make a really loud gulping noises because gulps aren't that loud. Desperate to be closer to her, you gasp for the right words to say, and that will capture your feelings in her heart. But they don't come. I don't know how to feel. I wish I had an answer for you. I wish I knew the correct response, but as far as I can tell, there isn't one. Nothing that's easy to explain at least. Spirit looks into your eyes, but does not speak. The pink blossom brushes between you and lands at the ground at your feet. My feelings are all mixed up, like petals of this cherry tree, floating through the air, swirling out of my control. As I look at them, I have no interest in answers. It's enough to simply observe. It's enough not to know. It's enough to be here, right now, with you. I think she's confused. Spirit smiles. She looks at a petal in the air, and you watch her as her eyes track it. The ghastly sea air send it on a spiraled journey away from both of you. Once the fallen cherry blossom represented the souls of samurai warriors, those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the great sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life ended, but my death continued to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It is as if it were installed here by someone. You watch as Spirit chooses her words very carefully. By someone with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. Oh, I'm going overtime. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time, we've got a really good reason. And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Okay. I'm ending stream here. So, I hope you guys had fun. Sorry if towards the end I stuttered a lot because I was getting confused and I was getting tired. But so far so good. We're rizzing up Spirit. Is that what the kids say these days? And you guys seem to be liking her, and I'm starting to relate to her, which is either a good thing or a bad thing. Tomorrow I'll be playing Devil May Cry Reboot, because it's my goal for the year to finish the whole Devil May Cry series. So, I hope you guys had fun, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the reboot.